Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shit Scrapper. So today I am back with a 2-page layout using the November Not Just for Boys Kit Club premium kit called Splendor. I was home last week with one of my children and had to kind of whip this one out real quick. So it is on the more simple side, but I do love the way that it turned out. So what I decided to do is kind of back the photos with this kind of cream paper. I wanted to make sure that I could fit them all on the one sheet of paper, and so I did have to trim them down a little bit so that they would fit. I am going to place the pictures side by side, leave a little bit of a gap in between. 2 photos are going to be on the first page and 2 photos are going to be on the second page. And so I'm going to kind of cut those out real quick. And then what I'm going to do, there is this nice deep green polka dot paper. I decided to have that paper kind of carry along both pages and kind of connect the 2 pages, I guess you could say. When I did purchase the premium kit, I also added on just the paper pack, and then I added on the cardstock as well. So that is why I have 2 of everything. The kit usually just comes with 1 paper each, I guess. And so you can see here that I have those lined up, and I'm actually going to kind of line up the pictures so they kind of go all the way across the page as well. I thought the colors of the background paper were just perfect kind of for the corn maze, because they are kind of those earthy tones, and I felt like they matched really well with the pictures. The papers and the pictures matched. There were these 2 branding strips on 2 of the other papers that I wanted to use, and so I cut those off and just kind of carried those at the bottom of the pictures all the way across the page. I did decide to use the cut file that came with the kit, but it was a little too white for me. And so what I did is I used my I think it's like corduroy Distress Oxide, and I just wanted to kind of mess it up a little bit, I guess. I don't know, color it a little bit so it wasn't just so stark white. Kind of matching the background a little bit more. I probably could have gone a little bit darker, but I like the way that that looks, and so I am going to kind of place it to the left there of the page and just tape it down kind of gently, and then kind of get to embellishing. So embellishing was, I don't know, maybe a little bit challenging for me. I don't love the vintage kind of fall look, and that's kind of what came with the kit. But I made do and made quite a few different clusters. I end up using that leaf with the wood grain heart, and I absolutely love the wood grain heart, but I more or less wanted to use the leaves as a background. And so I popped the saying cool and crisp up on some foam tape and kind of covered up that wood grain heart. Looking back, I probably could have fussy cut that out so I could have used it elsewhere, but it is what it is, and that's, I don't know, what I decided at that point. Like I said, I was kind of rushed when I did this layout, but I definitely wanted to dig into it and show you guys the kit a little bit more. So there was this other ephemera piece here, kind of like a layered piece, and I liked how it went up. It reminds me kind of how the corn stalks kind of go up, and it also helped kind of frame that picture there. So I used that, but for whatever reason I changed the saying on it. I popped up a little saying that says Nature's Splendor on some foam tape and covered up that saying there. I wanted to kind of do the triangular effect with my ephemera clusters, and so I decided to use these 2 tags. I do like that they have the leaves on them as well. And then I had kind of forgotten that the kit came with the 12 by 12 sticker sheet as well. So I did snatch that out to see if there was anything I wanted to use there. Decided to use that Season of Change sticker and kind of have two smaller sayings, I guess, or titles. But like I said, I wanted the triangular effect and wanted to figure out how to add to those tags at the top. The kit came with, or the sticker sheet came with these photo corners, and I decided to add those, one at the top of each picture cluster, I guess. And then I just honestly was kind of trying to figure out how to finish off the layout. I kind of wanted something on that other tag. However, I wanted it kind of small because the other side was quite large, the other tag. And so I went back and I looked and finally decided, well, I'm going to decide on a smaller phrase sticker. But I did end up throwing in a couple of hearts in each of the clusters. And yeah, so I wanted to, I don't know, sometimes when I scrapbook, or I guess embellish is the word I'm looking for, I like to incorporate like things in each of the clusters. So you can see that this time I added hearts to each of the clusters, and sometimes it's enamel dots to each of the clusters, stars, just different things here and there. But I like to, like I said, include like things in the clusters so nothing kind of looks out of place. You can see that I did actually finally do the second tag at the top of the first page, a little heart with a saying. That is just about going to finish it off. However, because there is a butterfly, oops, I'm skipping ahead. So these little kind of pearlescent looking things came in the kit. So here's another example. I am trying to incorporate a couple, 1, 2 into each of these clusters, changing the different sizes, changing the colors, and just, I guess, changing the number I include depending on how big the cluster is. At the top left tag, I only put 1, but I felt like because there was a heart and the saying, that 1 was appropriate. Kind of was, I don't know, it was an odd number of embellishments, I guess I could say. And here's where I kind of sneak in some butterflies because there was a butterfly in the cluster on the second page. But here are some of the close-ups. I hope you guys like what you see. I will link Not Just for Boys down below. If you like this kit, definitely snatch it up. And we will see you next time. Bye, guys.